Now, Sherry wants me to tell the story about the snake, which is kind of a funny story. Near Hawthorne there were foothills, meaning low hills next to the large mountains that were behind the foothills. They were not very far away from Hawthorne and Babbitt, where I grew up. And on one of these foothills was a large letter H for Hawthorne, which a lot of small communities, particularly the western United States, would have their school letter somewhere on the mountain where people drive by, they could see it, you know, kind of a school pride thing, and every year they'd go up and whitewash the letter H on the side of this foothill. And anyway, we were hiking up there one day, but we were on our way back, and as we were on our way back, the foothill was reasonably steep, but I was probably about 13, 14 years old probably. But anyway, sagebrush grows in patterns where they don't grow any closer than about 3 feet apart, and in between them is dirt. And so what I was doing is I was running down this hill and I was jumping over the sagebrush, you know, timing my jumps, and gravity was leading me downhill, and I was going pretty fast because it was downhill. And you could feel like you were a great high jumper or a hurdler. Somebody running hurdles in a track meet, except because you're going downhill, you have all this momentum that propels you over the sagebrush. Well, anyway, I went up in the air one time and I looked down, and there was a coral snake. Now, coral snakes don't belong in Nevada, or that part of Nevada, but it was a Sidewinder type of snake. So it would move on its side or sideways as opposed to slithering straight ahead like a rattlesnake would or something. And I saw the pattern. It leaves a very distinctive pattern behind it, and it was moving, and it was right where my foot was going to land, in between the next two sagebrushes. Well, I saw this thing, you know, and I am not landing there. That is a poisonous snake. And I gave it an extra urge, and I went over the next sagebrush. And then I was going so fast, I had to jump over a couple of more before I could stop. And then I turned around and I ran back, and I saw the pattern in the dirt where this had been, because I wanted to see this thing, because this thing literally did not belong there. Probably somebody had it in town and had taken it out in the desert and let it loose, because coral snakes don't belong in that part of Nevada anyway. And it was gone. I couldn't find it. It had gone in a hole or something. But I could see the very distinctive, it's a two-wave pattern, about, I don't know, 4 inches of pattern with a gap in the middle. It's very distinctive, and it leaves those waves every, I don't know, is that 4 inches apart?
Probably.
So you'd have a wave here, and then you'd have a wave here, and a wave here, as it would scoot along sideways. So it's called a Sidewinder, and or a coral snake, because it had bright red stripes around it, with interlocking with black stripes, with a little bit of white stripe. Very distinctive, easy to see. I mean, you easily, instantly know what it is. It's, you know, but anyway, that was amazing, and it was a lot of fun to tell everybody about it, but hardly anybody believed me. But there it was, and I saw the pattern, so I know that that's what it was.